Either you're gonna walk.
Is your mother alive? Okay. Because I'm white and he's a nigger.
She has 10 drinks.
Oh!
On May 10, 2023, officers at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport responded to a disturbance call involving a visibly intoxicated female passenger who had been yelling racial slurs at TSA agents. What followed raises three distinct legal questions that we will break down in sequence.
Answer the question.
Either you're gonna walk.
Is your mother alive?
Okay, ma'am. Do you not understand? I'm telling you at the airport.
Robbery Copley.
Give me your card.
Hey, I'm right next to here.
Give me your card.
If you touch me, you're going to jail.
No, just
Back
give
up.
me your card.
I'm by the exit.
Why not? Are you afraid that the Hispanic is going to do something bad for you?
Okay, listen.
All over News, Florida?
You either leave or you're going to go to jail. This is my last time
Okay.
telling you. It's your last
Thank
time.
you so much. I appreciate it.
It's your last time.
What is
One
your
more time.
name?
Either you leave or you're going to jail.
What's your name?
Okay. All right, turn around. Put your hands on your back. Turn around. Don't pull away. Don't pull
Give
away.
me, I'm leaving.
Don't pull away.
I'm leaving.
Don't pull away.
I'm leaving.
You're under arrest.
For what? I haven't done anything.
Put your hands on your back. Let go. Let go. Let go. Listen, stop.
Please
Stop.
let me leave.
I told you you're done.
Go to my son.
Okay, you're done. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to jail. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, drop your bag. Drop your bag. Drop your bag. You think?
I will
She
do
gone?
anything.
Yeah, she's
I
done.
just-
15? Yeah, wrap her arm right here.
I just want to go home.
Okay,
with
you're
my
done.
Son, okay?
You're done.
Why? I never did this bad to you. Just because of your hair, like hair. I just want to see my mommy.
Another one. Put your hands on your back right now.
I got this one. Just watch your chicken.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Okay.
What? For taking my I need my things. I need my luggage.
Keep walking.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's fine. You can sit right here.
I need my luggage.
Sit up. Sit up.
I am a good person.
Sit up.
This is too hard. Please,
Sit
take
up.
it out.
Sit up.
Take it out. If
Sit
you
up.
ask me to follow.
Let's go. Stop fighting.
No.
This way.
Come on.
Come on.
No. Stop there from me. Esto no.
Walk.
No. Yo, mi maleta.
You're gonna get it.
No, I have the other maleta is down.
We're in the terminal walking up the ramp to exit the terminal.
Because I'm white and he's a nigger. Okay, man? Guys, I was arrested because I am white, Latina.
First, was the trespass order lawful? Under Florida Statutes Section 809, any person who without authorization refuses to leave a structure after being directed to do so commits trespass. Airports are privately managed public facilities. The operator retains the right to exclude individuals causing disturbances. Once officers issued the leave order, the subject's refusal was a criminal act, independent of anything that happened before. Second, did the subject's conduct meet the threshold for disorderly intoxication under Florida Statutes Section 85611? The statute requires three elements: intoxication, a public place, the subject self-reported 10 alcoholic drinks. Officers detected the smell of alcohol, her behavior, screaming, refusing commands, resisting officers, satisfied all three elements beyond any reasonable doubt. Third, does racially charged language directed at officers constitute protected speech? In Chaplinsky v. New Hampshire, 1942, the Supreme Court established the fighting words, Doctrine, speech that by its very utterance inflicts injury or tends to incite immediate breach of the peace is not protected by the First Amendment. Persistent. While courts have narrowed this doctrine significantly since 1942, the combination of racial slurs, threatening language, and physical resistance here moves well beyond pure speech into conduct. The subject repeatedly claimed she was arrested because of her race. To sustain an equal protection claim under the 14th Amendment, she would need to prove discriminatory purpose. Not merely that race was mentioned, but that it was the motivating factor behind the arrest. The body cam record is fatal to that argument. Officers documented a clear sequence: lawful order, repeated refusal, then arrest. No selective enforcement is visible on camera. The arrest itself must be evaluated under Graham v. Connor, 1989. The Supreme Court held that force must be judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene. Not with 20/20 hindsight, 3 Graham factors apply here: the severity of the crime, whether the subject posed an immediate threat, and whether she was actively resisting. On all 3 factors, the use of physical restraint was objectively reasonable.
I need my luggage.
Come on. I don't got time to be arguing with you, lady. Come on, let's go. Keep walking. Which one?
I need my stuff. Pendejo. I know my rights.
Yeah, you know your rights.
Yeah.
Can we get a
What you're doing is not
What's that?
good.
We gotta go to Fletcher.
What you're doing
You're gonna
is
get
not good.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow you're gonna do the news. Take it out of my hands. Guys. Alright?
Okay, when I told you to leave, you didn't want to leave. I told you to keep walking.
I said I was going to leave.
And you didn't.
No, and you told me something very horrible thing.
I didn't say anything. You kept calling. You called me a nigger. Did you not? And you called the lady a nigger as well.
Yeah, you just called him another one.
You called me again.
Right out here.
I didn't say.
Yeah,
You did. It's on camera.
I said I was a Latino.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's all going to be documented. It's all on camera, so it don't matter to me. Okay. You're under arrest. I already told you. I told you to leave. You didn't want to leave.
Victor, when we get in there, either give me your
I
cuffs or
was
switch
leaving.
cuffs.
When Teresa gets here, we'll
Sir,
get her.
Teresa's
she's
coming
got
over?
the handcuff. Yeah, and she's
Sir,
gonna search her.
sir,
Okay.
I was going to
Stop
leave.
moving.
Relax. Okay.
Obviously, I can smell the alcohol on your breath.
Well, I haven't knew it.
Okay, well, you don't get one today. Just relax, all right?
She was a problem at the checkpoint too.
She was. She was giving everyone a problem.
They got us.
My mom is dying. My mom is dying. I just want to go home.
Where's your mom?
Yeah, take that off.
Let me get this.
Are you flying by yourself?
Let me get this.
With who?
Was that a vape? Yeah, it's a vape. Yeah.
Daughter?
Brother.
Brothers?
Let me stop the car.
What gate are they at? What gate are they at? Where?
Salt Lake City, sir.
Utah.
Salt Lake City. All right.
And I'm sorry. And I told your girlfriend that I'm sorry, you know. I just
She's not my girlfriend.
All my clothes and my body's dying. And I have to go, please.
You've been disrespecting everyone since you came in here today.
I didn't do anything, sir.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, you need to stop drinking the way you're drinking.
I want to get but I promise you, I want to go to my son.
That's too much stuff to
Let
take.
me move.
You don't need to move. You can sit right here. You don't need to go anywhere.
You know if
Done
she
here.
had anybody?
They have to say that.
Stop moving. Sit right here.
You're an American, right?
This is your bag right here to the left? That's yours?
Stop it. Stop.
Just stay
You don't
right
understand
put.
what
Don't.
stop means? Stop
Stay
moving.
Still. Stay still.
Stop moving.
What were you drinking tonight?
How many drinks did you drink?
Vodka, gin.
No.
What'd you drink?
I'm drinking
What?
a cloud, whatever.
What is it?
Yes, cloud.
How many cups did you drink?
Huh?
How many glasses of alcohol did you drink today?
Because my mom was dying.
How many?
I tell you how many.
Okay, tell me how many.
Yes.
10 cups. 10 drinks. Okay. That's a lot. What? I don't think that's a...
And I haven't not driving.
I didn't say you were driving.
No, what, how many? 10?
Yeah, but she was already like this before she got here.
Sir, it's not like a
No, she wasn't drinking at the bar though. No, she was hammered when she came in.
They Even through the checkpoint.
She was giving TSA a hard time.
Okay,
Problem.
so
She was all in the guy's face.
Before she even came in, she was living in East.
Yeah. Yelling at the guy's face.
And then the spirit lady came up and got us.
I told the lady I was
She
sorry.
was swearing at her.
I told the lady I was sorry.
What did you call her?
No, because she told me there was a horrible Latina. And I said, I'm sorry, I am.
Did you call her like a N-word or something?
No,
No. You said it in front of me, though.
no,
Yeah, you did.
you are not. You are not. You want me to go to jail?
I don't want you to go to jail.
Yes, you are.
I have
Yes,
nothing
you are.
against you.
You are all against me.
Who's you all?
Because you start to, I want to go home. I have a 9 years old that I have to go. He's thinking that I'm going to have to you don't remember my mom is dying.
You drink, you gotta control yourself though.
But I haven't
got a little out of
drank
control.
that much. He betrayed me.
Well,
He
she's gonna
betrayed me.
Okay, I gotta pat you down.
pat you down. She has 10 drinks.
Oh!
That's on.
All right.
He told my
I what?
He told me he wanted to me.
Stop playing.
No, no.
Stop playing.
Where
Stop
are they?
playing.
Videotape. Videotape.
No.
He told me. He told me.
If you kick me and you hit me, I'll punch you in your face. I don't care. I don't care. I'm telling you right now. I don't play around. I don't know how you do that in your country, but we don't do that over here. Video's right here.
That man
It already shows already.
want to fuck me and I say no. And that's why he arrested me without no reason.
Never in a million dreams. Not even in your dreams it would ever happen.
Yes, violarme, no. Por eso me arrestaron.
You kick me, I'm gonna hit you.
Yes,
You better
oh
break
my
it.
God.
I'm not moving.
You need to stop drinking. You need to stop drinking.
I am not drunk. This was I said no, and he arrested me for that. Give me your name, mother.
It'll be on your police report. It'll be on your arrest.
Man, give me
You kick me, I'm telling you, you're gonna get dropped.
and give me your name.
You're gonna get dropped.
You do? I'm not drunk. I'm not. This man tried to abuse me.
Abuse you.
Yep. You are an abuser. You know what?
Why does everyone hate me? Every single one hates me.
What? You don't know who I am. I'm sorry for doing this to me without a reason. Because you asked me to and I say no.
I asked you.
And everybody's taking the video.
Okay. This is the video right here. All on video. So they'll see everything you said, how nasty you are, how disrespectful you are, how intoxicated you are.
Say I want to go to my mom.
You said that many times.
And they say, oh, okay, if you want to go to school, I can stop you.
What?
That's what you said.
Okay. It's gonna be on the police report, don't worry.
Oh my God. You're gonna be fucking sorry. You, your family, and your next generation. I need my stuff. I need my stuff. Here. Y no la pude ver por tu culpa, maldito. 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 No, please.
Don't do it.
Please, I'm so sorry. Say anything. Please. I need to go to my mom. She's gonna like you, please. Please, sir. Please. Please. Please, sir. I don't
Sit down. Sit down. Sit.
However, Officer 2's statements warrant serious scrutiny. The officer said, and I quote, "If you kick me and you hit me, I'll punch you in your face. I don't care." And separately, "I don't know how you do that in your country, but you don't do that over here." Neither statement led to physical action, but both violate ILACP De-Escalation Standards, which require officers to use non-inflammatory language and avoid statements that could escalate tension. It's essential to understand what these statements do and do not affect legally. They do not invalidate the arrest. Probable cause was established before Officer Tuo made those remarks. However, they create unnecessary liability exposure. A defense attorney in any subsequent civil claim would use that language directly. Unprofessional speech doesn't make an arrest unlawful, but it does make the department significantly harder to defend in litigation. On the subject's disorderly conduct charge under Florida Statutes Section 87003, the statute covers acts that outrage the sense of public decency or affect the peace and quiet of persons who may witness them. Witness testimony corroborated by body cam confirms the subject was already disrupting the TSA checkpoint before officers arrived. The conduct was continuous, observable, and independently verified, a straightforward fit for the statute. Now, the grades. Officer 2 receives a C+. The backup was tactically effective, but the language on camera is a professional liability. Threatening to punch an in-custody subject and making a comment implying she doesn't belong in this country are both contrary to department professionalism standards and modern de-escalation policy. These statements don't rise to criminal conduct, but they represent a training failure that a supervisor should address. The subject receives a D. She had every legal right to ask for an officer's name, to question the interaction, and to express frustration. What she did not have was the right to hurl racial slurs, refuse a lawful trespass order, and physically resist arrest. Her claim of racial discrimination is contradicted by the body cam record. Her self-reported intoxication level removed any credible argument that she lacked awareness of the situation. She was ultimately charged with disorderly conduct, the disorderly intoxication, and trespass. All three charges are supported by the footage. Based on precedent, the disorderly intoxication charge carries the strongest evidentiary foundation. If her prior record is clean and she had competent counsel, a diversion program or deferred prosecution under Florida law was likely available, a path that would have spared her a criminal record. Case resolution is unknown at the time of this analysis. Key takeaways from this incident: subject's personal circumstances, grieving a family member, traveling alone, are humanly relevant but legally. Florida Statutes Section 856.111 draws no distinction between intoxication from celebration and intoxication from grief. Public safety law applies uniformly. If you are in crisis, ask for help. Causing a disturbance is the one response that forecloses every other option available to you. Finally, racial slur language directed at law enforcement does not immunize you from arrest, and it does not automatically constitute racial discrimination by officers. The 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause requires proof of discriminatory intent, not just the presence of race in the conversation. Confusing these two things leads to real legal consequence that could have been entirely avoided. Let us know your thoughts on this case in the comments below. If you found this analysis useful, consider subscribing for more legal breakdowns of law enforcement encounters. Thank you for watching.